The Indian Ocean laps quietly against the Kenyan coastline. But beneath these tranquil waters lies a vigilant force, the Kenya Navy. Since its founding, it has guarded Kenya's shores, its maritime interests, and the safety of the East African coast. Among its fleet glides a vessel that marks a turning point. Bold, powerful, resolute. That is KNS Jasiri. The Kenya Navy was established on 12th of December 1964, 1 year after Kenya's independence. Its main base is at Matongwe, Mombasa, with other stations along the coast and islands. Over decades, Kenya built its fleet, smaller patrol boats, fast attack crafts, coastal vessels, enough to manage modest coastal defense and security duties. But the need for deeper, longer-range maritime capacity to patrol high seas, secure trade routes, fight piracy, and support peace security missions demanded more. Piracy off the coast of Somalia threatened trade, fisheries, tourism, and maritime commerce. For Kenya, with hundreds of kilometers of coastline, the threat demanded a capable navy, not just for near-shore patrols, but for operations far out in the Indian Ocean. Thus, after years of planning, controversy, and delays, came the big leap. The bold entry, KNS Jaseri. KNS Jaseri, the name itself means bold in Kiswahili. Ordered in 2003, the vessel was initially planned for delivery much earlier. But its arrival was delayed for years, partly due to procurement controversies tied to the so-called Anglo leasing scandal. When she finally entered service on 29th of August 2012, it marked a major milestone for the Kenya Navy. At 85 meters long, displacing around 1,400 tons, and capable of carrying up to 81 crew members, Jasiri became the largest vessel in Kenya's naval fleet. Maximum speed, 28 knots, roughly 50 kilometers per hour, making Jasiri one of the fastest warships on the African East Coast. Armament, a main 76mm gun, a 20mm gun, and two 12.7mm machine guns, all integrated with a fire control system. Endurance and capacity. Jasiri carries enough fuel oil, fresh water, and ballast for extended missions. She's built for long patrols and sustained presence at sea. With Jasiri, the Kenya Navy acquired the ability to operate far beyond near-shore waters, to patrol deep waters, protect shipping lanes, intercept suspicious vessels, and project maritime security power across the Indian Ocean. Kenya Navy's growing strength and regional role. Jasiri's arrival was more than just a new ship. It symbolized a shift in ambition. The Kenya Navy began to transform from a modest coastal guard into a regional maritime force. The fleet still includes older patrol boats and smaller vessels, but with Jasiri, Kenya gained deep-water patrol capacity. The Navy now regularly conducts joint exercises with partners from around the world, including the United States, United Kingdom, France, South Africa, training that enhances professionalism, interoperability, and tactical readiness. In 2025, for example, the Navy participated in AIKIM 2025, a major maritime drill together with the navies of India and neighboring countries. During this exercise, KNS Jaseri played a leading role in visit board search seizure, VBSS operations to counter piracy and illicit trafficking. Through consistent training, modernization, international cooperation, and a capable fleet, the Kenya Navy has emerged as one of the best-equipped maritime forces on the East African coast. Its mission now goes beyond coastal patrols, safeguarding trade routes, deterring piracy, supporting regional stability, and projecting maritime presence when necessary. The story behind challenges, controversies, and triumph. The journey to Jasiri wasn't smooth. The vessel's procurement was tied to a larger scandal, the so-called Anglo-leasing deals, which caused delays and triggered scrutiny. But despite those challenges, Kenya remained committed. Once Jasiri was delivered and armed, the Navy leveraged her capabilities to expand maritime operations, deepen training, and strengthen partnerships. A former top military official described Jasiri's arrival as a game changer for Kenya's maritime defense. She offered a deterrent to pirates, smugglers, and any who would challenge Kenya's sovereignty at sea. Why Kenya Navy and Jasiri makes it strongest in East Africa. Several factors contribute to Kenya's lead in regional maritime strength. 1. Balanced fleet, a mix of patrol boats, offshore patrol vessel, Jasiri, fast attack and coastal craft, able to respond from shallow waters to deep ocean. 2. Operational readiness and training, regular joint exercises with foreign navies, modern tactical drills, improved naval infrastructure, bases and dockyards, give Kenya an edge in professionalism and preparedness. 3. Strategic necessity. With a long coastline, vital shipping lanes, and exposure to threats like piracy and maritime crime, Kenya recognized the need for a capable navy and invested accordingly. Jasiri is emblematic of that commitment. 4. Regional and international cooperation. Through joint missions and collaboration, Kenya Navy maintains friendships with major world navies, facilitating security, intelligence sharing, and capacity building. Together, these elements make the Kenya Navy a strong, credible maritime force, arguably the most capable along the East African coast. And Jasiri remains a proud symbol of that strength. From humble beginnings in 1964 to commanding the seas with a modern fleet, the Kenyan Navy has journeyed far. With KNS Jaseri cutting through the waves, it signals Kenya's resolve to guard its shores, defend its interests, and contribute to regional maritime security. Bold, vigilant, ready, the Navy sails on.